So welcome back. Now in this video we will start working right on the sign up screen. First let me close that, and now in here we will also close that from here. Also close the main dot. Now we will simply open this sign up screen dot, and now we will start working right in here. For now it's totally empty screen. As you guys can see right in here, there is just an empty container. So from here tap on this sign up and you will go toward the sign up screen. There we go. First we will set the wallpaper like we did for the login. Let me show you that wallpaper again, right in the asset images and that wallpaper. There we go. First we will set that right in the background, and then we will simply get some image from the Google and we will make a beautiful animation for that curve animation like we did for the login screen. So it will be also right in the sign up screen. Now simply right in here, right in the widget build. First let me close that. In here we will remove that container and we will say scaffold, and right in the scaffold we'll have body, and right in the body we'll have a stack widget, and right in the stack we'll have a children, and right in the children we will say catch network image. There we go. So we're going to remove that for now. We will add it just in a while. In here comma first and tag this down. As I tell you, first we will set the wallpaper. So in here for that we will have a placeholder like we did for the login screen, and it's going to take the contacts, and then we will say comma URL, then in there image.asset in which we will show that wallpaper. So in here string, and right in there we will set the path for that wallpaper. So we will say assets slash images, and then we will say slash wallpaper, and guys the name must be similar as I told you before, dot jpg, and in here comma. Also let me show you that right in the asset wallpaper.jpg, and there we go, it's similar. So let me close that from here. Now we will fit it, add that property, and we will say box fit dot fill. All good. So first, as I told you, we will show that wallpaper, and right after what we will do now, we will simply go towards the browser and search for an image that we will show in an animation right afterwards this wallpaper like we did in the login screen. We will also do that right in here in the sign up. So open your browser and search for the image. So right in here, as you guys know, company 4K images. You guys know about this image. The whole story is simply select any of the image from here according to your personal choice. Let's say if you guys select that any of the image, then simply open that in a new tab, and right from here copy that URL. As you guys can see right at top, right in here, copy that, and I will choose another image. I will just show you now. I will open a new tab, and I'm gonna go with this image, and that the previous one. So I will simply use that image. I will copy that URL from here, copy it, and go towards the Android Studio. So now in here we will open that services and go towards the global variable right in here. So we will simply in here down below this we will say string, and we're gonna set it for the sign up. So in here, name this string variable as sign up URL image, and in here string, and in here semicolon, and right inside that string paste the URL that you copied from the browser. There we go. You guys can see that already in here. Now we will simply use that. So copy that from here, sign up URL image, and we will close that from here and write in the cache network image above this placeholder. In here we will say image URL, and then paste the sign up URL image in here. Simply now import the library for that global variables or dot. There we go. Now just simply press the Ctrl S and see the output. So it's not in a proper shape. We will simply set the width and height for that. So what we will do, we will simply below this image asset in here, first we will set the error widget. It's going to tag the contacts and then the URL and then error. So right afterwards we will say icon and icons dot error. There we go. So in case of any error, there will be that. Add the const modifier to that. All good. Now below this in here you will set the width gonna be double dot infinity, and also the height will be double dot infinity. So let's find that in here. Now we will fit it to box fit dot cover. All good. Later on we will also add the animation. First we will check that now. Simply press the Ctrl S and see the output. There we go. Now it's in a proper alignment, in a proper shape, as you guys can see. Now I will also show you that wallpaper. You will simply come here and hot reload it, so that you guys can get the idea. Now we are on the login, so simply click in here on this sign up. So we will go towards that screen. There we go with the wallpaper, and there we go with the other image that we add. So now we will simply left with the animation. We will add that animation. First we will create it, and then we will add that to this wallpaper. So there's gonna be that beautiful animation like we did in here in the login, as you guys can see in the background. So we already implement the animation code, as you guys know, right in the login screen. So for time saving, we will copy that from the login and we will paste it right in sign up in here. Let's go toward the login page, that folder, open it, and in here open that dot file. We will go right at top. In here first we will copy that animation and animation control. We're gonna need that. Copy it and go toward the sign up screen dot. So right at top, right in there, we will paste it. Let's go back towards the login screen dot. In here now we will simply copy that dispose. Copy this from here and go towards the sign up screen dot. Above this widget bill, in here you will paste it. That's fine. Now we will go back towards the login screen dot and we will simply copy that in its state method, in which we implement the animation, as you guys know already about that. So simply from here to here, copy that, copy it, and let's go back to the sign up. In here above the widget build, in here paste it, there we go. And for that error, as you guys know, we will add the trigger. So let's go back to the login screen dart. In here, as you guys can see that with trigger provider stat maxing, we will copy that from here, go back to the sign up, and with this paste it. So the error is now gone already, and I have already explained this in detail, that animation working, so there is no need of that to explain it again. So we successfully add that. Now we will go down, and below this cover, right in here, we will say alignment and fractional offset, there we go. In there we will say animation dot value, and we will provide 0, so that's fine right in here. So now you will simply press the Ctrl S and see the output. So we got an error, let me fix that first. So they say that animation has not been initialized, and here we initialize that. Now simply we will cut the process and run the app from the start, horse reloaded. So now we will check the output. This will take some time, just wait for a while. Let me tag this down. The app is funny. Now we will go towards the sign up screen, and there we go, it's working totally fine. You guys can notice that the animation is working totally fine, and because we make a major change and we didn't hold to load the app, so that's why there was that error. And you guys know already we initialized that animation. So if you guys have that error, just simply cut the process from here and hold reload the app again, so it's gonna be removed then, and the app will work just fine, as you guys can see right in here already. So now let's move further. So we have successfully added the animation, and you guys can see the output right in here on the sign up screen. And the one thing I want to add in the login screen is simply come here and right in the dispose, it's a login screen guys, okay. In here we simply, as you guys know already, create the email text controller, also the password text controller, and we didn't dispose that, and also the focus node with the pass. So we will simply write in here dispose that. So we will say email text controller dot dispose, and also we will say password text controller dot dispose, and I will explain this why we call upon that right in here and dispose it. And also the pass node, focus node, there we go, simply dispose it. All good. So basically that dispose is a method trigger whenever created object from the stateful widget is removed permanently from the widget tree. So basically is generally overridden and called only when the state object is destroyed. So that's why in here we dispose that. That's the reason. So don't worry about that, it will work just fine. Now if we hold reload the app, you guys will notice. Now we will go towards the login screen, and there we go with the output. It's working totally fine. Now let's go back towards the sign up, and in here all the working has been done already. Now simply what we will do, we will close that login screen from here, and we will come back right in here in the sign up, as you guys know already. So this video is becoming a little lengthy, so we will end this video right in here, and we will start working right in the next video. So see ya.